All right, y'all. So, yes, I brought my camera a bit lower so you guys can see more of my face and stuff like that. I know I'm gorgeous, ain't I? No, I'm not. Anyways, we're going to be talking about something that I do want to try to get out before they actually put out the skill kits and stuff like that for these characters. And it's essentially your game plan, right? Everybody is going to be in a predicament where they're either guaranteed both of the characters, guaranteed one of the two characters, or they're going to be scrounging for gems and currencies to attempt to get at least one of the characters, right? Now, I want to tackle more of the people who are scrounging for gems and people who are tackling one character, because I am also in the predicament where I am not 100% guaranteed getting both of these two characters as of right now. If you guys take a look at my account, I have 4,700 gems and I have 9 advanced recruit vouchers, right? But I do have 263 golden tickets, right? So if you're like me, right, where you have like either close to pity with golden tickets or you have just over pity with golden tickets and you want to know what to do, this is going to be my absolute best advice for you, right? I'm just going to tell you guys my game plan first and then I'll tell you guys the advice. So my game plan is when Naruto comes out, I'm going to instantly use my golden tickets to get her, right? The reason why I'm going to do that is so that I guaranteed have, you know, Naruto, right? Guaranteed. Now, you might be like, okay, but Zxous, why not just try your luck with all the free multis they're giving out and then summon for Naruto like that, right? My whole reason is, yeah, it is a gacha game and I could be guaranteed, or like I could get Naruto if I do use the free multis they're going to give me like within the first day or two. I could use that and try to get her, right? But my whole point is once I get Naruto, I'm done with her banner. With the rebate system being a thing, I feel like that's generally a waste of my currency, right? For me personally, someone who is going for only one copy. If I want more copies, then I'll decide that after I test out the characters. But as of right now, I am only going for one copy of Naruto. I am only going for one copy of Liberalia. You know what I'm saying? I would have went for more, right? I would have went for more. I would have bought gacha costume skins and stuff like that, but I just spent so much money on stuff, right? Obviously, I had my driver's license, right? And then I just ended up getting, what's it called? Some new RAM cards. You know what I'm saying? I got some freaking RAM sticks, 32 gigs or whatever for my PC because I need more RAM gigs. I only have 16 and it's not good or whatever, right? So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to overly spend on this anniversary like I wanted to originally. So I got to be smart with my thing, right? But I think the best option, especially with the rebate system being a thing for me personally, is to just pity Naruto and then completely forget about her banner until Liberalia comes out. One, Naruto is a supporting character. Liberalia is a DPS. So if you were to want more dupes for one of the two characters, unless Naruto is a character who skills off of HP or attack big time, and those dupes do play a very big effect in her kit, then and only then dupes I would feel like are like not mandatory, but like going for dupes would be the best idea, right? Liberalia is guaranteed a DPS, so dupes for her is 100% the best idea, right? But by pitying Naruto, I guarantee get her. And I get to save my gems, I get to save my currency. Not only do I get to farm more gems with all the new events and keep all my tickets with all the new, or the free tickets they're going to be giving to me, but I also, again, get to summon on Liberalia banner with that. Now, I am 14 multis right now away from my second pity, which would be 400 golden tickets. So, the plan is, get Naruto, and then summon on Liberalia's banner, because while I'm summoning on Liberalia's banner, if I do end up getting Liberalia, then I own her and I still get to keep my golden tickets. You guys got to remember, I think the biggest thing that people are genuinely forgetting is that the anniversary is not where this stops, because after the anniversary, we're probably going to get one simple banner or two, maybe. We'll be lucky to see 2. It's probably going to be 1 banner since there's 2 pilgrims. And then we're going to go into the winter limited characters. Those characters are always crazy. These limited characters are always crazy. Not only that, after that, we're going into another pilgrim, which is most likely going to be Alt Nihilister, Leviathan, Behemoth, or Overspec Anise. It's going to be one of those 2. So you got to be very smart with what you're doing, right? I'm going to wait, right, when sorry, I just shook my camera. I'm going to wait for them to give us the skills of what Naruto and Liberalia does, and then when I make my should do summon, I am going to tell you guys who is the better to get, like who out of those 2, which character is better to get, so stay tuned for that, right? But I do think if you're like me, where you only have enough pity for one and you're you're trying your luck on the other, I would say go and use your pity on Nayuta first, because she is the first banner, right? It just doesn't make sense for me to attempt to summon for Nayuta, not get her through my summons, and then just waste my pity on her, right? And I'm only saying that because of this new rebate system, right? Why would I spend multis on Nayuta to not even finish the rebate system, to just pity her regardless, and then go and try to get Librelio? It doesn't make sense to me, right? Personally, pity, boom, you pity the character, guarantee get the character, summon on Librelio's banner, then you're going, while you're summoning on her banner, you have the chance of getting her. Not only that, you're building up your rebate system, which could give you good materials for upgrading characters and good materials to also, get multis back and stuff like that. It's giving you multis back and stuff like that, and then boom. Also, if you do, and like I said before, if you do end up pulling Librelio while you're summoning with all the free currency from now, or when the event starts until her banner comes out, and you do end up pulling her, you're not wasting your second built up golden ticket pity, right? There's another Pilgrim coming way too soon for people to just be too comfortable and spend all their resources, right? Because look what happened to Cinderella. Cinderella was the best character in the game. Well, I wouldn't say she was the best character in the game at the time. I would say Cinderella, like, she's still the star of Nikke. Don't get me wrong. I'll never say Cinderella is not the star of Nikke or whatever. But like, when Rappy came out, if you were to ask me, if I had to summon between Rappy, Red Hood, and if I had to summon between Cinderella, if I had to pick one of the two, who would I pick? I honestly would have told you 10 times, go Rappy over Cinderella, right? Because not only does Rappy hit very hard just like Cinderella, but she does a lot more than what Cinderella can offer. And that's what I'm saying, especially since it is a niece, right? I feel like this overspec the niece is about to be so crazy, right? I feel like she's gonna be so broken and stuff like that, but I can't really sit there and say, well, you guys need to start saving for somebody I feel like is gonna be so powerful. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. But I do 110% believe that you should be smart with how you summon. Pity, then summon. Do not summon and then pity the character regardless when there's two Pilgrims, right? Another big thing that some people forget, Pilgrims are not 2% rate up like these characters. I don't know why people think that. Pilgrims are 1%. Do you guys realize how difficult it's going to be to get some of these Pilgrims? Like 2 of them, right? Some of you guys are gonna get God's luck and get super lucky. And then a lot of you guys, probably like me, you guys are going to be the people who are going to get shafted and just feel like, what is going on? You're going to feel like Nikke is broken and the game is bugged and stuff like that. That's what a lot of you guys got to realize. These Pilgrims are 1% and you're going for 2 of them. Be smart with what you do. I'm just trying to give you guys my advice. I'm just trying to give you guys my game plan. Now, if you are somebody who doesn't have pity at all and you have currency, right? Obviously your best bet is to just summon for Nayuta, right? Obviously summon for Nayuta, right? Realistically, summon for Nayuta, get her. Right? If you don't end up getting her and you build pity from your multis and you don't have pity, then I would just say, pity Nayuta. I feel like Nayuta, because she is a supporter, and she looks like to be replacing Helm, she is going to be like a mandatory character for your account. Where Librelio is probably just going to be another powerful DPS, right? Unless Librelio is like the best DPS in the game, I do think Nayuta is gonna have a lot more value than Librelio. Even if Librelio was the best DPS in the game, I still think Nayuta is gonna have a lot more value. She's gonna be more valuable than Librelio just because she's a support. You know what I mean? It's like Crown and Cinderella, Little Mermaid and Cinderella. Cinderella hits harder than both of those characters combined, but those two supporting is just beyond crazy, right? So yeah, you have to just wait for the skills to come out for me to tell you guys which character is better of the two. And then if you want to decide, like, let's say you're watching this video right now and you're like, well, Zxous, I can only go for one of them and I want to go for the absolute best out of the two. Then you got to wait for that should you summon video, because by then I'll be able to tell you which of the two characters is going to be the better unit overall, right? And where they're going to have more use, like value, longevity, all that stuff. I can tell you guys that when that happens, right? If you have one pity, I would just say pity and then try your luck at getting the next Pilgrim throughout all the free currency they're giving you. They're giving you about 14 off the top of my head. I think if you do everything in the game, right, including dailies and stuff like that, you could rack up 20 multis. If including the free multis, you can rack up 20 multis. Now, if you get lucky and pull one of the Pilgrim within your 20 multis, you can just pity the other one. You know what I'm saying? Use your pity as like, use it to your advantage. That's what I'm trying to say. Use your pity to your advantage. Do not be smart and try to gamble away, right, for a character you could have pitied. Because how does that look? Imagine somebody who only has like 8 multis, uses all 8 multis on Nayuta and then ends up just pitying them. They could have just done that from the beginning. I just see it as a waste of multis, because now you just wasted multis on one Pilgrim to still guarantee get her regardless, when you could have guaranteed got her and then use those 8 multis on another Pilgrim. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I don't know if I've just been saying the same thing or if I haven't, but it's your boy Zxous. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe. Gotchaware.com in the description. Check it out. I'm out. Peace.